Recording also. Okay, is my Chrome screen visible to you guys? Yes. Okay. Okay. So we have learned about strings previously. So what are strings? Let ABC equal to 50. Is it a string? Is your ABC variable a string? No. What is it? It is a number. And how you can check? You can just console log dot. How you can check whether what is the data type of this ABC? ABC dot, not dot, type of this ABC. It is showing it is a number. So how we can convert it into string? How to convert this 50 into a string? We just have to put the double quotes. Correct. Now if we check, it will get converted into string only. So what are the other things that string can have? It can have alphabets. It can have numbers. Yes or no? It can have special characters. Okay. Everything you put inside your double quotes will be a string only. Getting it? Correct. It is a very important data structure in your JavaScript. Check. Suppose we have a string. Size school. Now suppose you are not able to, or it is a very big string. So how can you check what is the length of this string? What is the method to check the length of this string? Correct. We have the method called dot length. And how you can use it? Just use the variable name, use dot notation, and then you can use length property. It is a property of a string. Can you get see this 32? This ABC is of the length 32. Okay. Okay. So suppose there is a number also. Number equal to 10. So what I want is I want to get the output something as Masai 10 school. How we can achieve that? We have ABC and number. What we can do to add 10 in between. Okay, let's start with and. How we can add this 10 at the end of this Masai school? Guys, you can unmute yourself. Are you guys able to unmute yourself?
Sir, we can concatenate.
Concatenation, okay. That is a one way. And what is the procedure of that? Console.log. You have the Masai school as ABC. Plus we have a space in between. Plus we want a number. Is it a correct way? Will we get our desired output like this? Yes. Okay. We are getting the output. No issues in this. Suppose we want to add it at the front. What we have to do? Instead of ABC, just put num. Instead of num, let's do ABC. This 10 will be added at the front only. Fine. So, but the thing is how you can add in between. What we have to do? Any idea? Change string type. How, Ankush? How we can change the string type? Do you guys know about backticks? What are backticks? Don't know.
बैकटिक सर जेएस प्रोग्राम करने के लिए यूज करते हैं।
Correct.
JS
If you
run
want
करने के लिए।
to, suppose it is basically used on your URLs. So if you want to add some variable in between your strings, there you use backticks. So what you can do is the backtick symbol is left of your one under the escape key. This is a symbol, slanted quote. And then what you can do is Masai. Then to have a variable, what you can do is use dollar symbol and then the curly braces, add in here num, give space, and then do your school. This is how we'll use the backticks. See, okay. Got it now how it's working. If you want to add any variable in between your string, then you have to use your template literals, or you can say backticks. Any doubts in it? Okay. So you have learned string, what are strings and all. So what are the real case use case of this? Where you have in the programming, where you will use it? In any program, we have to store the names, addresses, correct? How you will store it? In the strings only, no? Every data structure has its importance. Correct. In a logical part also you can use, suppose there is a password the user is entering. Let password is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6. So suppose you want to add some security layer. You want the user to enter the password which is greater than the length of 8. Okay, so how you can do? You can use the if else condition here. If password dot length it is greater than 8, then only it's a good password, correct? Will it work like this? Console.log good password, else console.log bad password. So is this password 126 is a good password or bad password? It is a bad password. So we'll be printed like this, bad password. If it was greater than the 8, it will be a good password. Correct? Got it? Where will be used? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's remove all these things. Okay. So now tell me one thing. We have a string here, ABC, which is containing Masai 10 school. Okay. So what I want is, I want to print each and every element of this string to be printed in a different lines. Getting it? I want the output like this. M A S A I. How we can do that? What we can do to print them in all separate lines? Split. Jyoti, split function we use in arrays, not the strings only. No, actually we use it in strings only to convert this into array, but we would not want to convert into array right now. Suppose you want to convert it into an array, so what we can do is let array equal to abc dot split. What it will do is it will just break down your abc into different characters. If you want to print, it will be an array which will look like this. Got it? It will convert your string into array. In whatever manner you want to split it. If you want to split by space, then your array will contain 3 elements, Masai, 10 and school, because it will be separated with a space. Got it? It's a pretty useful thing. Okay, but this is not the way we will do. So what we can do? Have you guys learned the loops? Yes or no? Can we make use of the dot length property to print them in separate lines? Yes, no? Okay, let's see how we can do. For let I equal to 0 till I lesser than, till where we have to do abc dot length and I plus plus. Now let's print console.log. I want to print each and everything line by line. So will I print I or abc of I? What if I print I only? It will just print the numbers only, 0 to 14, correct? I want the characters, so abc of I. Got it? How we can print in separate lines. Now tell me one thing. I don't want to print these spaces in between. जो भी बीच में space आ रहे हैं, I don't want to print them. But I want to use the same loop here. What we can do? Correct. Either you can use continue or if else condition. If your abc of I, this is a character, is equal to an empty space, you want to continue from there. Continue means just don't go down in this iteration and just iterate your increase your I and do over again for the next iteration. Else I want to console. Let's see, no spaces are there. Correct. Sakshi, this okay, let's see. Let character equal to a, suppose console.log type of this character. What it will be? Will it be a string or a character? String, both. So here it is showing like it is a string, but in Java, if you use the single quotes like this for a single alphabet, it will be considered as character. So in JavaScript, it is a string only, because in JavaScript, both double quotes and single quotes are considered as same only. Okay, what's next? Sakshi was asking what is like this. Let care equal to what was it? ABC dot care at was anything. So what will be printed at care? What is there at the second position in your ABC? S, A, S only, correct. And now let's see the type of it. If you want to just get a character from in between the string, then you use this caret 2. Okay. If you just use ABC of 2 also, it will be the same thing. Now type of, yeah, simple. Yeah. Okay. So now let's see your assignment. What was it? This was your assignment, correct? You guys can tell me where you are getting any issues in these problems. Which problem? Palindrome. Okay. Before palindrome, any other problem you are facing? 16th also. Okay. ठीक है तो we will see both these 16 and 17. ठीक है already solved. Let's remove it. Okay, so what does this question says? You are given a string stored in a variable. We are already given a string. Size of the string is already given. You have to find the count of vowels and consonants and print it. Okay. So vowel and consonant, you guys already know what are these. What are vowels? The characters A, E, I, O, U are vowels. Yes or no? Yeah. Okay. All the characters are in lowercase alphabet already. ठीक है. So you guys know these double and double or operators. Yes or no? Is it done in the class? Okay. ठीक है. Then we can use them. ठीक है. There are two ways to use to basically solve this problem. One is through array. One is directly using OR operator. So let's see both of them. First, let's see with the OR operator. Okay. So we have to count vowels and consonant. So the easy way is to count the vowels, correct? Because they are 5 only. Afterwards, whatever the length is remaining, we can minus it from there. So let vowels, initially we can assume that they are 0. Okay, we can count them. So to go to each and every character in this string, basically, we have to use the for loop. Yes or no? So let I equal to 0, I lesser than your n, I plus plus. So now what we have to check? We have to check for A, E, I, N, O, N, U. Correct. Let's see if str of I is equal to A. Same thing you can go forward. It's not working. Str of I equal to E. Hold on, A, E, I remaining. Okay, whenever this situation comes, if the str of I is among any of them, A, E, I, or U, what we want to do is we want to increase our vowels. Correct? Vowels plus plus. Okay, now at the last, just we have to just console our vowels and consonant. Let's print if we have getting the correct. Okay, how many vowels are there in this, Ankush? 3, 2, 1. How many are there? 2. If our code is correct, it should she give you 2. Correct? I mean, okay. Now to get the consonant, if you do 6 minus 2, we will get the consonants, correct? Yes or no? If we want to get the consonant, just we want to do is n minus vowels, we will get the consonants. Yeah, we are getting. Okay. Okay. So what we have to do now? We just have to console our first vowels, then consonant. First is vowels, then consonants, and minus vowels. It should work. Okay, we are getting the same output as required. Good. Okay. Is there any doubts, guys, in this approach? Do you want to see the simpler approach? Where we have to use less code than this? Okay, let's see. Yeah, it is very optimized. You're just using one loop. Okay. Okay, so do you know about dot includes method? Anyone? No? Okay, let's see. Let your vowels equal to, how many vowels are there? A, E, I, O, U. Okay, so let me check if this is working or not. Console dot log v dot includes str of, not str directly, we can use a. Will it give us true or false? Yeah, working. So what you can do is, instead of writing it in this manner, we can shorten it out. You can just use, if your v means this string dot includes your str of I. Your str of I is nothing but your one by one representation of this string. Correct? These are characters only. We can compare it with this. Yes or no? If anywhere your str of I is present in this v, this is a string, what we can do is we can increase our vowels. Correct? So vowels plus plus, same thing like previous. 0, 6. Okay, so basically this is giving us false again and again. Okay, so instead of this, let's use the caret operation. Str dot caret I. Let's see. Okay. Why it is showing like this? Str dot caret I. Okay. ब्रैकेट सही नहीं था. Which one? Okay, this one. Now is it fine? Okay. It's okay. Got it? I think this should work with the previous approach also now. Str of I. Both are same thing only. Got it? Okay. So there is one more approach, but that will require a nested loop. So we will do it after the required classes of nested loop. Fine. Got this question? It was easy, you know? Okay. Let's see the last palindrome. You are given a string whose size is stored in the n. Okay, so again we are given the string str with its size in n. So if the string is palindrome, you have to print yes, otherwise no. You guys know what is palindrome. If you read it from the left to right or right to left, it will be the same way. Okay. If we reverse the string, it will be same as the original, then we can say it is a palindrome. Done. Okay. So first see, we will see first the basically what we can say that brute force approach. So first thing, what is going on your mind? First thing you will say is just reverse this string and store it somewhere and then just compare. Correct? So let's do this thing. Sakshi we will do. Okay? In that way also. If bag equal, start with the bag empty bag, then reverse the use the reverse loop on this string. How we can use the reverse loop? I will start from n minus 1 because it is a last index. I will go till 0. I minus minus, and we will just add every character of this string into our bag. So bag plus equal to str of I. Let's print this bag. Are we getting the required output? The reverse of Nupur? Yes or no? Yeah. So what is the thing remaining is, if it is equal to your original str, what we will do, not use console. If this is equal to str, we will just console. What is required? Yes, no? Yes. Yes. Else, what we will do? Console.log. No. Fine. We will get our desired output. Is Nropula palindrome? No. Is this a palindrome? Yes or no? Yeah, this is a palindrome because if you read it reverse also, it will be like a original string only. So we should get the output as true, but we are getting no. Why we are getting no? Let's try to print the bag also. Console.log bag and str are the same one. Okay, we are getting the string, but the original str was in array form. Okay, so how to convert this array into a string? We just learned it in the previous class. Instead of str, just use str.join with the empty quotes. Okay, now this bag is also a string and str is also a string. Let's see now. Okay. Yeah. So let's submit this. Okay, we are getting accepted. Is any issues in this approach? Anyone? If understood, please type 1, otherwise 0. Okay. Okay, fine. So, Sakshi, you have used the nested loops.
Type of rejection.
Sorry, who was speaking? Kapil, you are having any doubt here? You have typed 0. Kapil Changir. Nahi? Okay. So, Sakshi, I don't know if I'm able to copy that. Okay, I am able to copy. So what Sakshi has done is, let's see. This is Sakshi's code. Join function why I have used previously. Because this str was given us into a array form, not a string. So we have to convert it into a string first before comparing. Because you can't compare your string with an array, correct? It is not a fair comparison. Yeah. Okay, so this is Sakshi's code. She's using flag. First is a simple loop. Next is a reverse loop. It should not go till n. It should go till -1. It should be equivalent to 0. Starts from n-1 because it is the last index. If str of I is equal to str of j, it will not happen section. Because this for this 0, this will remain str of I. If your string is like this, hello, okay, this first loop may what your str of I is h only, correct? Now what will happen inside this for loop will run n-1 times, n times basically. So this h will be compared with o, l, and e, correct? It will be false always. Okay. Okay, let me show you how it works. Or let I equal to 0 से लेके I great lesser than suppose 3, I plus plus for loop. Let j equal to आपको रिवर्स चलाना है अगर तो 3 से 5 से लेके j greater than equal to 0, j plus plus minus minus console.log, and I'll just print both I and j. So what do you think, guys? What will be the output? For this 0, this j will run 5 times. Then for 1, this will run for 5 times again. Let's see. See, for the 0, it is running 6 times. 1 is running 6 times. 2 is running 6 times. Correct? Inner loop is running multiple times here. It was a nested loop. Okay. That approach was not to the mark. Okay, so let's see our second approach. What is our second approach? Our second approach is why to convert this whole into a reverse first and then do. Suppose, let me annotate. If this was so what if I do like this? I can just compare this H with this H. Yes or no? E with an E. L with an L. Yes or no? Then we can say that it is a palindrome. Yes or no? Yes, guys. सही है ना? Okay, so previously what we were doing is we were running the loop for n times, correct, to reverse the string. Now we have already seen that we can just go halfway through and compare all the strings, correct? Okay, so for that we will just use a flag. Initially we assume that the string is palindrome. Now what we can do is for let I will start from 0 and go till n by 2, half page, only half, into I plus plus. And now what you can compare is compare the first element. What is the first element? str of I. And how you can get the last element? str of n minus I minus 1. We will get the last element. How we can get? Because I is 0, n is 6, but the last element of the last index of this string is 5 only. So that's why we are doing minus 1 also here. Okay. The note console, if this is equal to this, or we can say not equal to. If anywhere it is not equal to, the first and last are not equal, the whole string will not be a palindrome. Yes or no? So what we can do is we can just use flag equal to false कर देंगे यहाँ पे और loop से बाहर चले जाएंगे, flag false. Now let's see if we are getting the output. In this case, is it a palindrome or not? It is not a palindrome. Our flag should be false only. It is false. Now let's bring the palindrome. It should give us true. Okay. Any issues, anyone? No. Should get accepted. Okay. Okay. Put one in the chat if understood. Understood. Okay, all right. So you want to see another approach? Just in 3 lines, we can do this. Not 3, we can do it in 2 lines also. Yes. Okay, so for that you need to learn some inbuilt methods. Okay. Okay, so let's see what are the methods we want to. Just 2 methods. First, let's see in which format our string is given. In which format our string is given? We have already seen that. It is in the array format, correct? And how to convert this array into a string? You have already seen that. Dot join with the empty space, correct? It will be converted into an string only. Simple. Next thing you want to learn is, you have to learn is dot reverse method. So what this method will do, let's see. It has reversed our array. Yes or no? And after reversing, if you just do dot join with a empty space, what it will do? It will just join it, make it a string. That this is what we are required in the question. Yes or no? So let's try to use it. So instead of using flag and all, we can directly use if str.join with a space, not space, empty. If this is equal to str dot reverse dot join, will we get the same output? This is the original thing. We have joined it with the without any spaces. This is firstly we have to convert it, reverse it basically in the array only. Then that array should be as a string. That's why we have used dot join here. Let's see if we're getting the output. No, this is not a palindrome. This should give us true. Right, working. Accepted also. Guys, any doubts here? How this is working? You are not getting it, or something like that. Fine, got it. Just put 1 in the chat if got it. Got this approach. Yeah. Okay, others? I've only got 6 to 7 minutes. इतने सारे methods. These are very basic methods, Sakshi. As you practice along, you will remember them. No need to by heart them. Okay. Then guys, is there any other problem you are facing, struggling with? I think these things are already done. Array 1. Same problems are there. The array 1. Print characters of string, you can do this. Reverse you can do now. Odd position you can do. Okay, I guess most of it is covered. Is there any other doubt topic you want to discuss with me? Anyone? Okay, so guys, those who are having no doubts or any questions, you can drop off. We are done with the session. Others, you can wait who have the doubts. Yeah, good night. Yeah, Jyoti, I'll just do it in my PC, then I will tell you what is the issue. Yeah, very good night. Sir, I'm dropping off if you are having no doubts.